Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a video we are going to go through and kind of take a look at some of the footage from FarmCom, which was thankfully sent over to me by Giant. So big shout out to them for doing that. This is their preview for gameplay and crops, that sort of stuff. There's another preview of the map. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to break down chunks of this video and I'm put those out as separate videos. I'm talking about specific aspects. This is just going to be me hitting play here in a second. You guys are going to see it on your screen. And then I'm just going to kind of talk about what we got going on or what I'm seeing. So we are going to go ahead and start right now. So what we're seeing, we're getting into a John Deere XUV here in a minute. Just looking around. Yep, there's things happening. They're going to go into the build menu. So in here, a couple things. One, we see the coffee plantation thing there. There's also a little bit of a teaser there if you see it on your screen. I'll talk about that in a different video. But this is how you place down coffee plantation. It's just like a rice field, basically, which is pretty cool. Now, the one thing I was hoping for, which we're going to know is not true eventually in this video, is there is no hired help for coffee. You have to do it all by hand. So it's just going to be like regular vineyard crops. But there you go, $130,000 for that. It's going to take a little bit to get that money back, I would assume. We go up to it. Coffee cherries are growing. All pretty cool there. There are some really cool features, actually, that I think that have kind of been added in here that we're going to talk about and take a look at as we go through. But yeah, okay. So now the coffee has grown up a little bit, but if we go up here to it, you see these little yellow spots on the leaves. And down at the bottom right-hand side, it says needs fungicide or fungicide or fungicide. No, that's not really how you say it. But anyhow. And then we have some equipment over here. That is a new John Deere tractor. It's an orchard tractor. We have fungicide there and some tanks here. Yeah, so we got all that set up, 1,000-liter tanks. It's being pulled by a Kramer, nothing exciting there. Flatbed's not exciting, but the new sprayer is there. We're going to see some new innovations and things like that for it, so pretty cool. It's the K-branded A35 something. Yeah, you guys got it. It's all in there. That's the John Deere 5075 GF. Okay. I'm going to hit, yep, they're filling up with herbicide, or fungicide, excuse me. All right, sorry, there'll be a weird gap there. I had a coughing fit. So here you go. You can see they're pulled up with the fungicide. We just went in the cab, and they should be turning it on right about. Nope. All right, there's the AI worker. You can see there's no AI worker. They went to steering assist. So you can use GPS, but we're used to that. And they're going to turn it on there. Okay, there you go. We're off, and it doesn't use it very quickly, but you can see it's hitting the 2 rows to the left because you can see if you look closely that those ones no longer have the yellow leaves. Which obviously wouldn't work like instantaneously like that in real life, but in Farming Simulator we need some sort of visual feedback to let us know that nothing's happening, or that something's happening. DJ's tiptoeing around the kitchen in front of me. We're recording this in our hotel in Germany, which is great.
You recording?
You know I'm recording. Anyhow, you guys will get to see a lot more of DJ and some other videos coming to the channel soon, so.
You're gonna record?
He's going to go record now, but thankfully we haven't missed anything because all that's happening on the screen is we're spraying these and things are going well, I suppose. Yeah, and again, I don't have any information. FarmCon hasn't happened as I'm recording this. I'm recording this beforehand. This will come out as the presentations are coming out at FarmCon, so this will post tomorrow from when I'm recording it. Obviously it'll post today when you're watching it, but I think you guys know how time works. But yeah, you can see, and if you go up to them, it briefly flashes down the bottom right-hand side, but it no longer says fungicide required. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see that. I'm not going to try to pause or anything like that because it took me forever to pause it earlier. We have this little 3-wheeled case harvester for the coffee. The coffee's ready to harvest there. Yield bonus is plus 55 to 70% there, it looks like, depending on where you're at. But yeah, kind of a nifty piece of equipment for sure. The capacity on it's going to be 3,000 liters. We'll be able to see that here in a second once we get in it. Very interesting looking piece of equipment, that's for sure. Yeah, so you can see it's at 41% now with 1,257 liters in it. 50% is going to be when it's at about 1,500 liters. It's right around there, right around 3,000 liters if it's not exactly dead on. It has an auger that comes out to the left side, so you can unload it in the row over from where you're at, which that'll be demonstrated here in a second. I've already seen all this footage. I watched it a couple times before this. I did a first reactions video with DJ. That's the video you'll be able to experience plenty of him in. That's going to come out tomorrow on the channel, so if you wanted to see our genuine first reactions to it, the first time you ever watched it, we recorded as well, so we'll put that out tomorrow for you. But Yep, just going through it there, you can see things are happening. Coffee is being harvested. It's throwing some of the garbage out the right side there. But basically what's going to happen, and we're kind of see this process as we go through it, we're going to harvest the coffee now that we've taken care of it. Fungicide is a new thing we have to do. I don't know if we have to do it on any other crops or anything like that, but we know we have to do it for coffee. So that's just at least one we have to do it for. And the way that they place the orchards, one thing I'm hoping, however, this would apply logic to it, and as we all know, Giants doesn't always apply logic to a situation. It would logically make sense to me that grapes and olives, you'd be able to place them the same way, but I doubt that that's going to be a new feature. Maybe will. I would be pleasantly surprised. And there we see our first piece of Colombo equipment right there. So we have that going for us, and I just paused my video, which is going to throw my timing off. Just because I was excited about it, but it's a Colombo trailer. So yeah, we're driving now down the vines, and we are going to go over to the coffee harvester here to unload. Okay, and we are unloading. There we go. 10%, 20, 30, 40, and there we go. 1,900 liters in there. Now, you don't need a specialized trailer for coffee. This one they're just using because it's designed for this purpose. It's a dump trailer. It dumps automatically, so you don't have to use your mouse or control, I don't know what it is on the console, to dump it like a Sugarcane trailer. They also changed that with the Sugarcane trailers, it looks like as well, which we'll show that later. You can see down here we have another one of the newer New Hollands, and I say new, it's a new Holland, which means it's new to us. There may be mods and stuff out like that, but you get the idea. New with the DLC. And then we're dumping coffee cherries into this regular trailer here. That's just a regular bulk trailer, so nothing crazy, nothing special about it. We get a good look at that Colombo trailer there, and there we go. Animation's not bad. It's a little janky, I'll be honest. It could be better. Honestly, the map is beautiful, though. As you've seen in this video, and you'll see in my other video about the map presentation. I mean, it's honestly absolutely gorgeous. Just an absolutely gorgeous video. It really is, or a gorgeous map. So, yeah, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, this New Holland doesn't have enough horsepower to make it up this stupid hill. We have seen that production in the background before. That's the coffee production, which we look at it a little bit closer here. It looks like it's designed to kind of clean out the coffee, clean the cherries out from, from the leaves and garbage that might be in there. That way it can be roasted. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Nice and cabby of the New Holland. And you're going to see a spoiler here on the left-hand in the back of this video. You're going to look, all right, spoiler right there, spoiler. All right, we're going to see that vehicle in a second. And I'm not going to say anything until we get to it. I really want to say some things now because I have a lot of things to tell you, especially the people that commented on one of my more recent videos. I've got a lot of things to yell at you about. Banana. And there, yeah, there's Yosa sitting next to me as I'm recording. He said, "There's my banana," which there's the banana box right there. There you go. There's the banana. Which there's another banana box here in a second as well. We're going up here into the production facility now, which we haven't seen this before. It's sorting out the cherries, doing all sorts of fun, cool things, lovely. And we got paid to drop it off here, which means we don't own this production, which that's, whatever. But I'm sure you can buy it and do it that way, because I'm sure it's going to be a vital part of the coffee production. The animations look decent in here as well. All right, we're showing that off. And now you see what we are walking towards. Nope, no, we're not looking at it. Now we're looking at it. We're walking towards it. Yes. Yes, yes. I don't think we're getting any Ford tractors, but we are for sure getting a Ford Ranger, and it is Ford branded. Yes, that is not a Lizard Ranger. It is not a Salamander Ranger. It is a Ford Ranger. There we are, the Ford Ranger XL. I believe we're getting a U.S. version as well, so we'll have the U.S. South America versions available. I don't think we're getting any other Ford trucks, I'll be honest. It's kind of crazy that we're getting this one, to be fair, but I don't think we're going to get anything, any like F-150s, F-250s, 350s, 550s, 450s, Econoline vans, Ford Mustang. I don't think we're getting any of that stuff. Just be aware of that. And just because they have a Ford license does not mean if everything is licensed now. Ford Ranger mods can come out now for all platforms, which is cool. And now we're going to take a look at alpacas, which if I say llamas, alpacas, llamas, just assume it's interchangeable. And if one of you goes down in the comments and says they're not the same animal, I know I'm not completely stupid, but just I don't care. You can leave me alone about it. I know it's alpaca. So they work similar to horses in some ways in terms of this pen. I think the max you're going to have in a pen is 16. I think that's the best you'll be able to do. That one says 6 to 16 there. I think even if you expand the fences, you're going to have 16. But you get some good animations, some good looks in them. But yeah, so if we go up to this one, if you look down the bottom side, it has happiness, fleece, reproduction, health, age, type, name. So We need to get the fleece. We can't shear it, is what the message was. We have to put it on a rope. Now, this is where I'm like a little irritated with Giants, is this right here. Look at the rope animation just going through the person. That just looks bad. I hope they fix that before release, because that just seems kind of, it just doesn't look good. I think it's stupid, is what I think, personally. But anyhow, all right, you have to bring the llama into the shed to shear it, is what the message said. So here, now it's in the shed, you have the shears, and this is where it also gets a little, I'm not sure how I feel about it. This is like a little mini game for shearing the alpaca. I should just call them Alpacas, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't like this. I think this is, I don't like it. Some of you might like it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know how else you'd implement it, but I just think it's a little odd. And you can see down at the bottom, it's 100%, so you have 400 liters. You could have told it to return the alpaca there as well. That was on the message screen there. But this person, whoever's playing the game, decided not to. But you can see up in the upper right-hand corner, shearing completed, collected 400 liters of alpaca fleece. I don't know where it spawns. I'm assuming it spawns on the other side of that stone wall, but we can't see it in this video, unfortunately. We can't see like a pallet of alpaca fleece. All right, put those away. So those are just kind of hand tools. I'm assuming you have to buy them probably. But yeah, we get a good look at the alpacas, wandering around doing their thing. So that's good. Now we're at the shop. We come out here. We're going to take a look at Sugarcane now from the store here. And you can see you're going inside the building. So I think a lot more of the buildings are going to be there for you. And also, I don't know if you saw that, but that did look like an old school kind of Shelby Mustang parked in the parking spot, which I didn't notice that before. You'll see it off to the, oh, they didn't show it. They're right there in the background, the right-hand side. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe I'm just completely making that up. I probably am, so I apologize. Sugarcane harvester looks great. I think the Brant trailer is already in game, but we do have a brand new Mercedes truck, which they said we're having more stuff for Mercedes trucks coming to the pack. So that's pretty cool. Got a nice Mercedes truck, a 4051 there. We get a little bit better view of that Mustang in the back, or whatever that is. That kind of looks like one, to be honest. Like an old Shelby Mustang maybe, or something like that. I don't know. You Mustang experts out there will let me know in the comments, I'm sure. Here's where they pull out in front of the vehicle, and then they have to back up. Yep, there they go. But at least they put their beacons on that time, so they'll get that figured out here. But yeah, we're going to drive out to a field and do some sugarcane harvesting. They're not going to show us the whole drive out there, thank goodness, because it would take us, 97 years. You guys should also be able to hear the audio of the game as well. I've listened to it before to make sure there's not anything like crazy, but the trucks and stuff like that, they sound good. Giant still is really good with the audio and really good with maps that they make. I think those are the things that they do really well at. I think that features are the thing they struggle to maybe implement a little bit, but anyhow. All right, we're driving along. Make this left here. There we go. Heading out that way. We should get over to some sugarcane. And honestly, one of the advertised things, and you'll see it right now because we're just jumped to the sugarcane field, is the sugarcane texture. Look at that field base there. That looks way better than our current sugarcane texture. So is that going to be locked behind a paywall where you have to buy the DLC to get it? Probably. But it still looks good. So I dig it. Yeah. And it's a 2-row sugarcane harvester. Never had one of those before. So I'm excited about that. So you can actually do sugarcane hopefully a little bit more efficiently. But yeah. We do have a new Valtra you see in the background there. That is a new Valtra, so you got that going for us, which is great. We see some more new equipment here, as well as some exciting John Deere piece of equipment towards the end of this video, which is absolutely great. Here we go. Getting some sugarcane harvested here. Absolutely lovely. Doing great. Things are happening. They're showing off some of the animations. I don't know why they're showing that. Didn't look good. But they showed it, so now you have it. They hired a worker, now they're going to go get in the Valtra. And then you're going to see a weird time-lapsey thing that I don't know why they didn't just jump to the end of it, but you'll see a weird time-lapsey thing here in a second where they just harvest a bunch of sugarcane. It kind of looks odd, but yeah, now they're showing off the Valtra, South American kind of style Valtra. And I have been told that these are new trailers compared to the other sugarcane trailers that they already have. It looks like you can chain them together, which is kind of nice actually as well. So, yep. Ooh, and that was Alliance tires. Do we have Alliance tires in game? I don't think we have Alliance tires. I was looking over at Yoast. But yeah, they just walked up to the trailer. The trailer had Alliance tires on it. I'm not sure if we have those in game or not, but they spent some time looking at that tire. I didn't notice that before. See, every time I watch this video, I notice something new, which is kind of the fun part about it. Obviously, you guys can watch as much as you like now that you got it now. But yeah, so if you didn't make it to FarmCon, yes, I'm sure it will be fun. I don't know yet because I'm coming. I don't know. I just don't know. The FarmCon's tomorrow when I'm recording this, but the weird time lapse is coming up. Don't you worry. So if you wanted to see a weird time lapse today, your wishes will be granted. But yeah, the Sugarcane animations here look pretty decent actually from that distance at least. You can see the new Mercedes over there with some larger Sugarcane trailers, and the Sugarcane trailers now open and kind of unload automatically, which is kind of nice. There you go. Weird time lapse. Very strange. Very bizarre. And we're getting close to being full, which didn't take very long. And it's going to go obviously quite a bit faster since this is a 2-row harvester compared to the typical 1-row harvester that we see, which I don't know if they make bigger Sugarcane equipment than that in real life. I'm assuming they probably do. All right, they're mostly full. They're heading out, looping off to the side there. And then they're going to go over and show you how the unload works, which is kind of nifty. So, yeah, all good stuff. And then I think some of the more exciting part of the video maybe towards the end. I don't know, fungicide's pretty exciting, I think. But, yeah. There's some good, if you're a John Deere fan, you haven't seen the best of the John Deere equipment. There's better stuff in this Sugarcane harvester, I think. Though I think the Sugarcane harvester is a big deal. All right, they're going to come up to these guys right here, and they're just going to automatically, well, once they hit dump, but you don't have to use your mouse to, flip it up anymore, which is kind of cool. So there you go. You hit, it'll be I on PC to unload. But they're unloading. Great. Got some AI traffic driving in the background. There's some custom AI traffic and stuff like that. We'll see some more of that on the map video. But it looks really cool. So, yeah, all right, they're getting ready to do the Sugarcane now. Yep, dump that in there. Perfect. Why they didn't do 2 trailers at once, I don't know. That's what I thought they were going to do, but they did not. I don't know if you can or not. Might be too wide. I wonder if you could put one in each trailer. You might be able to do that if you line them up correctly. But maybe not. Here we go. Big John Deere reveal here, which we have it, I think, for free as a mod, so not really that big of a deal. But it's the John Deere 8RX 540. So there you are. If you're really excited about the 540, we got it now. Looks good. I mean, Giants does a good job at implementing equipment. They scan it, so they do a pretty good job at that. So it looks great. Looks, the way it should be. And now we see a massive direct drill. We know it's a direct drill because they're going to demonstrate that in a second, but it's a direct drill planter on the back. That is the John Deere 3131 FT planter. Pretty cool. So a big old John Deere planter, direct drill. Love to see that. Also, you see those black tanks on the back of this John Deere tractor? We're going to talk about those. Those tanks kind of at the back there, those I think are big tanks. I can't confirm that. But yeah, I can't confirm that. But I'll show you why I think that in a second. And then on the back here, you're going to see it briefly. There is a J&M seed wagon there being pulled by another version of the Ford Ranger, which is kind of cool. We just got it there for a glimpse. So if you want to go back and take a look, you can. Yep, John Deere 3131 FT. Beautiful looking piece of equipment there. Love it. Okay, we're going to get in it. Now, look at the right-hand side. It's a solid fertilizer, then corn, which is the seeds, and then liquid fertilizer. I think the liquid fertilizer is not that this planter does 2 different types of fertilizer at the same time or anything like that. I think that that is a liquid fertilizer tank that is built into the tractor. So you can have that as an option to the, well, not base game, I guess, but this DLC tractor. So I think that's pretty cool. So if you had a planter, which a lot of planters in the game, especially the direct drill ones like the Kinsey Blue Drive, they all require liquid fertilizer. You have extra tanks down the front. Anytime I use any of those ones, I'm always running out of liquid fertilizer. It drives me absolutely crazy. So it's nice to have that tank built in. But I think that's what those black kind of tanks looking things are over the back wheels of the John Deere 8RX 540. And it's a direct drill, so it's direct drilling right now, so we can see that. But yeah. And I don't know what would do if you put liquid fertilizer in there and had the planter that doesn't take it hooked up. I don't think anything would happen and you're just sitting there, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure someone will test that and figure out the answer to it eventually. Obviously, I can't test it. I'm not playing the game. I don't have access to playing the game. This is just video I've been sent to show you. So there you go. All right, we're in the store here. You can see the New Holland T8 series, part of the beans and alpacas. We have the John Deere 8RX 440. We have the John Deere 8RX. We have the front weight for the John Deere, and we have the vouchers that we're able to see. They're showing us some of the different options in the store here. EU and US configuration. If there is a South American configuration, which I don't know that, I'm not a tractor expert, but if there is one, I think Giant's kind of missed the mark on that. Should have probably put that in here since it's the South American expansion, but maybe that doesn't exist. I don't know. So there you go. But you can get the 540 up to 599 horsepower, which is great. But there you go. And you can see kind of at the bottom there that that's some sort of big piece of yellow equipment, which I'm going to let it sit here for a second while I finish out the video. I can't tell what that is, but that, I don't think it's the top of the it might be the top of the John Deere Sugarcane. Honestly, it probably is. I don't know. You can scroll down a lot there because on the bottom right-hand side as well, you can see the coffee harvester. So maybe that's that. I don't know, guys. But that's what I got for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.